Hola in bienvenue, willkommen to Car Mechanic Simulator 2015, not 16. That might be the actual year, but the year of the game is 2015. Alright, so at the moment, having been revitalised slightly into the game by the Mercedes DLC, which I've done, inverted commas, I'm now trying to refill my garage because I had to sell a Mallock to help finance the Mercedes doings. And also I wanted to continue my overarching meta goal of filling the parking, but of course they've moved the goalposts because instead of just D, there's now an E and an F, and they were 50 grand each, and now this is 150, isn't it? 150 grand. Good grief. Right. So we did a few jobs last time. We've only managed to really gain a little bit of cash, so I really need to do some longer jobs. Oh, first of all, let's sell all the toss in here. $260. Ah, yeah, raking in the monies. So we need to do a big job, and to be honest, I did a GT20 recently, so I'd like to do in like a Mercedes or I don't know. Oh, there we go. Oh, repoint. Well, that's a very quick job. Let's do it, as the saying goes. Now you notice these are two-tone. Now this one isn't, and neither is mine. But when you see them in the it's not, is it? No. When you see them in the auction, they're frequently below the mid stripe, the silver chrome stripe. They're often a different colour. I'd like to be able to do that myself, but doesn't seem to be an option. I didn't look at what it wanted. I presume it just wants the car painted. Well, let's hope so. Fantastic green, though. The cars, the normal colours for the cars are usually terrible, so let's hope that's what he wanted it. Yes, let me double our money, look, so that's an extra $500 straight away. Still, it wasn't really the Mercedes job I wanted. Now that's more like it. Look, a little bit of a lengthy job on a Mercedes, so let's give that a go. Now we have recently worked on these. Oh, Jesus Christ. Someone had a liquid day. Oh, I've been all liquidy today. Don't fart. Best get to the toilet first. So yeah, we have worked on one of these recently, so it's not like a new thing really, but you know, it's the most recent car, so it's nice to work on it again. So, running gear, sloppy steering, loud exhaust, gearbox. There's a little bit of everything. And then we have to repaint the car in the stock colour. Well, I assume that's this colour. I mean, if I had any choice, I'd actually refuse. No, I refuse to paint such a nice car. Actually, I don't really like the car. Such an old car. Such a horrible colour. Anyway. Right, so the car is at 49%. So running gear, so there's no engine problems, although that looks horrific. Ah, but that might be part of the loud exhaust, mightn't it? So I guess we have to take that off to get at the exhaust manifold, which, like I said before, didn't really count as part of the exhaust, in the sense that when you go to buy exhaust parts, that's not where you find the manifold, but it's actually using... This isn't part of the loud exhaust, is it? It's knackered as well. Interesting. I say interesting. And look, this is weird. It's only got 2 bolts instead of... You'd think it would have 2 on each of these for 8, but you know, most of the other manifolds do. Okay, I've got gearbox issues as well, but the other problems, we've got a running gear. Oh, let's just check the starter motor. Oh no, it doesn't have a starter motor connected to the gearbox. It has these ignition coils up here, look. So I don't have to worry about getting a starter motor off before we fiddle with the gearbox. So, hook it up in the air. Oh, look, they've gone the opposite way. You know, these ram holders are usually sort of 3 or 4 inches disconnected from the car, as they've gone the other way this way. Look, it's actually embedded in the car. Well, I hope the owner doesn't notice any denting from that. I'll just claim it was there already. Right, so we've got some running gear nonsense to tackle here. Oh yeah, there's another bolt. Screw even. I'll take that off. I need to take all these things off. Alright, and then we can get the lower doohickey off. Alright, check your bush. Well, it's a good idea to run your finger around the bush, see if it's okay. If it's kind of flaky and scratchy, then you probably need to do something about it. I don't know why you're laughing. the actual what you need to do. You have to check your bush. It's important that you don't let it go all nasty, otherwise it will rub horrifically and cause all sorts of problems, and it'll squeak in a very violent manner. Now nobody likes a squeaky bush. Yeah, okay. Alright, so bush jokes aside, if that's ever a possibility, that looks like all the problem crap at the front. Unless there's anything in the wheel I haven't noticed. Not on that side, not on the other side. Okay, so let's go check the rear. As the actress said to the bishop. Oh, we need to do the gearbox as well, and all this. That doesn't look too bad actually. 52. What was the car at? 49. So now that could stay on. But that piece up there wants to come off. I can't reach it anymore, for God's sake. Right, I need to take the drive shaft off anyway to get to the gearbox. Let's do that. Let's do it in disassemble mode, otherwise it gets confused. Ah, yeah. Grab that exhaust while we're here. Right. So this is obviously part of the problem with the... Oh, there is a starter motor. Oh, flipping flip-flaps. Grumble mutter. There's me thinking I know what I'm talking about. I should always know. If I think I know what I'm talking about, something's gone horribly wrong. Take a step back. Examine what you've said. Right, so we need to get all the brakes off to get to this knuckle or whatever it is. Take out the axle. There we go. And then we want to take this off, apparently. Oh yeah, these are all knackered as well, look. Excuse me? Yeah, I was going to say, I'll definitely take off the U-bolts. I have to take those off first. Just bad clicking. The leaf spring's bad, and that's bad. So that all had to come off. Alright, let's go to the other side. Oh my word. Good camera work there by me. Right, so that doesn't look very good. Oh, I can't take that out. I have to take off the brakes, of course, yes. Alright, and then we can take off the axle, which is the problem on this side. The knuckle's fine, but this is all dead, just like on the other side. So there we go, take out the bush. Right, so that should be all the running gear issues. Yep. Sloppy car steering, yep. Loud exhaust, yep. So now we need the gearbox, and then we can replace the parts. Doing well. That's right, I've clicked on the gearbox, so put me all the way down here. Yeah, terrific. Oh, I haven't taken the bloody starter motor off still. It didn't magically come off whilst I wasn't looking. Alright, and partly the reason why I didn't notice it is because the engine's tilted. If you notice, it's like a straight 6, but it's kind of leaning over about 45 degrees. So it's even harder to spot the little starter motor under here. That's my excuse anyway. I'm sticking to it. Right. Okay, so now finally we can remove the gearbox after all that, you know, slight effort. So the clutch release bearing looks okay, but this all looks pretty nasty. That's very chocolatey. Is that on 0%? Yeah, nearly. The clutch plate doesn't look too bad, but the flywheel looks terrible. That's all bad. Okay. So that's all the parts removed that we need to remove. So let's go and see if we can fix things. Just a quick reminder of what the car level is. 49. So everything has to be 49 or above to be accepted by the customer. Alright, so it's looking good so far, which is the key for it to go bang! No, everything's at 49%. Wow, I think we got away with that. So everything we could fix, we fixed, I believe. Of course, I don't have the game audio up very high, so it's plausible that I didn't hear anything bang. But usually I can just about make it out over my computer's ridiculously loud whining. Yeah, I think it's going to be time to replace some bits of that soon. It's nuts. I've got a fanless graphics card because in the previous computer I had, the graphics card made so much noise. I had to keep cleaning the fan out because it was one of those small fans that kind of has to work really hard. As graphics card fans often are, because they small cards. It's hard to put a large form factor fan on. That's quite tricky to say. So I need tie rods. So I went with a fanless heatsink, what's it called? Passive heatsink this time, which is massive, to be fair, but it does the job really well. But of course, now I can hear my, I don't know, my main fan, or there might be some case fans in there or something. I can't remember. It's so long since it got built. But my word, it's getting quite whiny. A bit like myself. So bottom suspension arm. Susp. Bottom suspension arm. There we go. Now the computer's also starting to struggle a bit sometimes, so kind of getting to that stage where you want to upgrade it, especially now I'm doing a lot more video rendering and stuff. That really does task it slightly more than it's used to. Outer. Oop, no, not yet. Let me put these other bits on first, otherwise I'll forget them. Sway bar and the... oh no, that's the exhaust. I thought there was... yeah, there it is. Double wishbone. Yeah, that's good. Spring, no, not so good. Front spring. Spring will do. And a cap, yeah. Did I do all this on the other side? Yeah, apparently. Okay, so that's all on. What about the bush? I have checked the bush. Run your finger around the edge of the bush. There, I thought so. Yeah, I need another rubber bush. Oh, there's one. Good. Right, and the wheel. Awesome. Let's ignore the yellow and black reflections. Right, now there's quite a bit to put back on the rear, but hopefully it all got fixed, because a lot of this can be fixed, apart from the suspension springs. So, control arm, bush. Yeah, okay, one of the leaf springs did break, so... unless it's not from this. No, it is from this vehicle, isn't it? Yeah, so something did break that I didn't hear. Fair enough, it's not the end of the world. Not yet. Brake pad and caliper, and the wheel. Good, so that's this side finitoed. Let's pop round to the side. So we've got our knuckle. That didn't work. So rear axle, knuckle housing C. So I wonder if just space C. No. Knuckle housing something C. I've already forgotten what it was. It's not front, is it? It's rear. Rear axle, knuckle housing C. That's great having a memory. It really is. So, rear knuckle housing C. Yeah, that didn't really help at all, did it? It took me much longer to find. Never mind. Okie dokie. So then we've got all this stuff to put back on. Solid axle control arm. That didn't get fixed even. Solid. Solid as a... oh! And a little bit of bush. And then a leaf spring plate. Leaf spring plate. And I might need a U-bolt as well. I can't remember. Oop. That's all good. So that's done. So then we can put on the brakes and replace the wheel again. Take off that exhaust I accidentally put back on. So that should be all the running gear business done. Ah, upper suspension arm. Okay, that's at the front, that's fine, but that's been done. So now we can go back to the exhaust. Just take that off. So upper suspension arm, I've forgotten to put back on. Yeah. Huh. 55, so that one's fine. So it must be this one. This one must be Duff. Doesn't look too bad. $49. I'm at a slight loss there. What's going on? I'm sure that 49 should be good enough for a 49 car, but 79 should be much better. Let's see if that sorts the problem out. Okay. Well, that's the first time I've seen that happen, but then, you know, memory and all that. Okay, so I need an exhaust manifold cover. Alright, so exhaust. Is this where I'll find exhaust manifold covers or exhaust manifolds? No. So, let's do all 300 SL. So, exhaust manifold cover, exhaust manifold. There we go. And then we need a front exhaust section and a middle exhaust pipe. Front exhaust section and a middle exhaust pipe. There we go. So that's all those. Let's start with the exhaust manifold, which I can't put on here. Can I put this on? Yeah. I wasn't sure if I'd need the exhaust manifold on to be able to do it. No, it's all good. Right, so then we can put on the rear. That didn't need to be changed. Oh, okay, yeah, it's all done. It's just, what is going on? My brain. Oh, flipping gearbox. Click on the engine then. Oh, nope, still sent down the rear of the car. What the hell? Thank you. Right. Okay, so gearbox. Flywheel. Clutch plate, that seems good enough. Pressure plate, no. Pressure plate. Okay, screw that on as the camera freaks out ever so slightly. Gotta go backwards and forwards a lot, otherwise, you know, you won't know you're playing a game. Oh, and that got fixed. Awesome. Or I just happen to have a brand new one in my... No, I wouldn't have, no. Okay, so whoops, drive shaft. Let's see if I can click on it. Yeah, still got that dodgy texture in the middle there, look. So that's that all done. So I need to lower it down and put the exhaust manifold on. And you'd like to be able to check if there's anything else to do, but I can't do that until the car's finished moving. So no, loud exhaust and repaint the car this horrific colour. It'd be nice if we could choose a different stock colour, you know, it's like I want it in blue. Because, you know, you'd agree to that, and blue's a nice colour, it's not old diarrhea colour. Right, and the throttle. Okay, and I think we're done. Apart from the repaint. Yeah. Which I guess doesn't say anything about changing the colour, does it? That'd be a nice upgrade. If they allowed you to change the colour it was painted, still. Choose factory colour, and you know, there'd be a list of like however many colours this came in originally, like, you know, whites, black, red, blue, and this horrific colour. Oh well. So there we are. One slightly longer job done. Looks pretty much the same. Oh, with little holes on the side. Whatever. Nope. That's the button. So that was worth $7,000. Or at least it will be when we've finished. Fucking starter motor, I knew I'd forget. There we go. I would polish it, but I don't care. It's a horrific car. Oh, press the right button. There we go. So that's sort of doubled our money. I say sort of because you don't seem to. But muttery mumbles. Right, have we got anything in the inventory to sell off? Always a bit suspicious when you see something that you've had to buy and it was at 97% in your inventory afterwards, so obviously I missed something there. But anyway, let's sell all this. Enjoy the extra $324. And let's see if there's another quick job to do. There we go, it's quick enough. Take job. Alright, so... It's not the worst colour in the world, I guess. Right, okay, brake system and loud exhaust. Okay, well, we know what to do about that. Take off these really large wheels. Doop doop doop. Remove the brake systems. Nice and straightforward, if not a little bit lengthy. Oh, there we go. Come on, lovely. Take these off yet? No. Right. Looks like the manifold as well, so I have to remember to take that off before we put the car up on it in the air. Caliper, that disc is okay. To tell the owner there's something wrong with his wheels because they're reflecting incorrectly, so they're light polluting or something. I don't know. What would be the problem with that? It's reflecting incorrectly. I don't care. Is it meant to? Is it a mirror? In which case, I don't care. If it was a mirror and it's reflecting incorrectly, all right, let's fix it. But right, so that's all the brakes off. So delve into the engine. If we can peer over the top of this hood, climb up on top of it a bit. Get this exhaust manifold out. There's probably one on each side, so I'll check the other side as well. Yeah. Now I noticed there as well that the ABS module is a bit brown. That's obviously part of the brake system, so I need to take that off as well whilst I'm here. Both of them look a bit knackered actually. There we go. Alright, and then we can lift it up and get the rest of the exhaust out. Okay, so the mufflers, right? The boxes at the back are okay. Come on. Alright, now there's not much of that can be fixed. What number is it on? It's on 84. The calipers, the brake calipers, are probably one of the few parts that we can fix, so yeah. Exhaust manifold calipers. Oh, we can fix the ABS pump, who knew? Anyone remember the number? Was it 80%, 84, something like that? 84, alright, so not quite finished yet. There we go. Alright, so now we can put all that back together again. So we will need brake discs, ventilated. Brakes, ventilated. We need pads, of course, at least 3. 1, 2, 3. Probably need all 4, but I can't remember, so don't want to overspend. Put one of our shiny repurposed calipers back on. One of his large wheels. There you go. I say his, no idea. Could easily be a woman. Who knows? No, that's not what we wanted. Take that brake disc off. So we need brake disc, at least one of. And all of that junk. And the wheel. Cool. Whoosh. Another brake disc required. Yeah, looks like we're going to need one more brake pad as expected, but not presumed. When you're low on money. When I've got lots of money, I just buy it and, you know, who the hell cares? Oh, but this brake disc is fine. Oh, but the brake pad we were talking about. Brake pad, there we go. So, that's that. So we can just put the new exhaust, buy some new exhaust bits. I think we fixed the manifold, or at least one of them, so I don't have to worry about that too much. We can't fix these bits, so what do we need here? Oh, we need the ABS. Oh, we haven't changed the ABS modules yet. We have to bring the car down for that. So we need a cat and 2 exhaust pipes. Cat and 2 exhaust pipes. Cat and 2 exhaust pipes. Front exhaust pipe B V8. Front exhaust pipe B V8 times 2 and a middle muff. Alright, so let's put all that on the car. Exhaust pipe, cat, oh, that's the middle muff. There's the cat. And then 2 pipes at the front. Right, now we can bring the car down and finish off the bits in the engine bay. Hurrah! Have a quick look at our weird bolts. Turn back round and be sick at the colour of our vehicle. At least it's not ours. Yes. Right, so it looks like the manifold on the other side didn't get fixed. Still, that's that one. Just double check. No, so we need an exhaust manifold V8. V8 should knock out a fair few things. Yeah, exhaust manifold V8. Right, so there we go. Is that it? Was that everything? Nope. Brakes module, ABS pump and module. Yes, both those work again. Huzzah. Go on, in you go. Lovely jubbly. So that's that. So what was it that I forgot here? The exhaust manifold V8. I've done that. Literally just put a new one on. Is it because I fixed it and it's not quite good enough? Is it on 84? I bet it's on 84, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's on 84. Oh, it's the second time now I've had this problem. I thought it had to be the same number. Maybe it's a floating number. Yeah, there's a in joke with me and my mates, but whatever. So if it's like, you know, it needs to be 84.3 to meet the car's expectations, and yours is 84.1, I guess that might be the sort of issue. But you know, if it's not going to show you that detailed bit of information, I'd rather it didn't, you know, shaft you because of it. But whatever. Alright, so that is job done. Woo! Okay, so we've almost got 20 grand now, and I could potentially even buy a shit car, do it up and sell it to get a bit more money. Which we may or may not do next time, I don't know, but for now, it's time to look at the new adverts in nice gooey, horrible, low texturedness, and then let's watch the trees shimmy. Doing a little shimmy and dance, shimmy and shake. Bye.